Banya, Banya Hawada, Banya Sha'ala. All praise due to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, double honor to the elders and apostles of the great millstone, and to all the sincere Akim out there pressing this truth. This lesson is basically, it's things to consider, especially during the Passover, on how, obstacles may come against you. And you just got to stick through. With this being a yearly push, you really got to endure, because a lot of brothers are being weaned out by one way or another. And we really got to, push hard, strive, and perfect this thing. And hopefully we the elect. And not only you got to stick through it, you got to be in the right mindset. This is 2 Timothy 2 and 4. No man that warreth entangle himself with the affairs of this life. And if you don't know by now that you war every day, you war with the flesh, you war with your family, there's always something coming against you. No man that warreth entangle himself with the affairs of this life. And you might be at odds with, I wouldn't say odds. You might be warring with, your kids, your wife. They always want to have fun and do things when you try to sit down and basically save your own soul. And not only save your soul, but hopefully you can save theirs. But, they don't understand that. Any man that work entangle himself now with the affairs of this life. So even though these things are coming against you, you just got to endure and be strong. And not, of course it's going to bother you, but you got to, keep a good mindset and focus really on these scriptures, because these are going to be the only thing that sustain you. That he may please him who had chosen him to be a soldier. There you go right there. So that you may please the Most High. And this is Matthew 10 and 37. To really dig deep on it, like I was saying about the family. He that loveth, this is Matthew 10 and 37. He that loveth his mother, or his father or his mother more than me, is not worthy of me. So you might be one of those mama boys, and it's always something for the family, the mother, the father, whoever it may be that you're close to. And he that loveth his daughter and his mother more than me, his son or his daughter, loveth his son or his daughter more than me, is not worthy of me. So your kids might get on they might try to hinder you from this truth. Like field trips at school, they want you, and you trying to do a lesson, and, all of a sudden, or you make plans to do a lesson, and all of a sudden something come up with the kids at school or something. They got some mysterious field trip. It's always a hindrance, when you're trying to do this truth. But like I said, you got to go, you got to be hot, you got to, basically stick through it.
Push past it, you got to push.
Yeah, you really got to push past it. And I go back to 2 Timothy 2 and 4. I go up on the verse. Or I go up 2 verses. And the things which thou hast heard of me among many witnesses, the same commit unto faithful men, who shall be able to teach others also. So you basically been given the torch. So you got to take on your cross. And if you go back to Matthew, it actually tell you that you guys got to be ready to endure. This verse 3. Therefore endure hardness as a good soldier in Yahweh Shai. Just endure and be hard. It's the year to push. Brothers, all the sincere Akim, keep pushing. I go to Luke 14 and 26. If any man come unto me and hateth not his mother or his father, and his wife, and his children, and his brethren, and his sister, ye also what? And also his own life, he cannot be my disciple. You know, you might try to sit down, do a lesson. Your wife call you about some BS that happened. Your kids, you know, getting out of control or whatever the case may be. Your parents want you to do something if you for your mama's boys. You know, and like me personally, I was close to my father. You know, he always wanted me to do something. I always had some, you know, scheme up the sleeve, should I say? But yeah, you just gotta endure past that, and you know, you gotta push them away. You know, to really sit down on these scriptures and meditate on them. And if any man come unto me, let him, and hateth not his mother, well, his father and his mother, and his wife and his children and his brother and his sisters, and also his own life, he cannot be my disciple. So not only that, you gotta hate your own life. You might want to go fuck with the bitches and, you know, basically do what you want to do when you really gotta sit down and be focused. You know, you gotta push, man. That's what it really boils down to. You push it. You gotta strive it. Work out thy own salvation with fear and trembling, man. This is back in 2 Timothy 2 and I'll start at 4. So 4 again. Any man that warreth entangle himself not with the affairs of this life, that warreth entangle himself with the affairs of his life, that he may please him who chose him to be a soldier. So man, this thing is all about pleasing Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And you know, like I said, hopefully we the elect and we all make it to the kingdom. With that, I'm gonna say shalom.